So once again, we only use X and R chart. Okay, if the variable or the observations is less than 10 or actually 12, no? So if the sample size is less than 10 or 12, we can use X and R. But if it's already beyond, observation is already beyond 12, we should use X and S already. So the formula for X and R is, for the upper control limit, so UCL is equal to double bar X plus A3 R bar. For CL is your double bar X, and then your LCL is double bar X minus A3 bar. Okay, let's double check. Is it A3 or A2? A2, not A3. Correct that one. Okay, that's for the bar, for the X chart. Now for the R chart, its UCL is equal to D4 bar R. Your CL is the bar R itself, and the LCL is D3 bar R. So you will understand later what are the D4 and D3, no? Okay, and this is for the R chart. Okay. And as for the parameters in terms of the sigma hat, so there is a sigma hat for this one. It's your bar R over E2. Okay, so we're writing down the formulas first. And then if the given values are, okay, so I'm gonna save this one. So X double bar X plus A2 R bar, double bar X minus, no? Then D4R, then R, and then just D3R. For the, okay, let's go to the X and S. For the X and S, X and S chart. For the X and S chart, this will be now for variables more than 12. So the formula for that is, I think siya ang A3. Ito lang yapong i-double check before I give example. Okay, yeah, correct. So the upper control limit is double bar X plus A3, but this time it's the bar S. And then your center line is the double bar. And then your LCL is equal to the double bar X minus this X chart. Then as for the S chart, that is okay. So if sigma is given, When we say given, sigma is given, meaning it's in the population, okay, your UCL is B6 sigma. So meaning to say it's if it's more than already, n is more than 30, it's considered population. So we will be using this one. Okay, dayon it's C4 sigma, and the lower control limit is B5 sigma. However, if the sigma is the sigma is only an S, meaning it's only a sample. If only sample, the UCL is B4 bar S, the bar S alone, and B3 bar S. And as for your sigma hat here is S over C4. Bar S over C4. That's for your sigma hat. So please take note lang of that. Yeah, correct. So I'll save this again. Variable charts. All right. So before we go to the other charts, let's discuss first problem. No. So here. So this is now. I hope you can see both sides now. Okay. So let's have the first one. All right. This problem. Quality control inspector at Coco Fizz Soft Drink Company has taken 3 samples with 4 observations. So this is now your concern, no? Which one is a sample and which one is just an observation. So our main concern here, guys, is to really find the observation, because that is what we're gonna use in looking into the table. Okay, not the sample size. The sample size is just used for the computation of the bar X. Okay, so again, I'm gonna point that out. We are going to, take note of the observations. Okay. Nay. So again, observations are our main concern para to look for the table of SPC. And the samples are only used for the sample size is only used for the computation of your mean. Okay, only for the computation of the mean. So just like here, you have this the problem. If the standard deviation of the bottling operations is 0.2 ounces, use the below data to develop control charts with limits 3 standard deviations for the 16 O's bottling operation. So kani, what he used is actually the main formula, which is bar X plus Z sigma. Now here, we can actually use na the table of SPC. So never mind lang the solution, let's have our own, no? So, okay. Okay. Can you see ba the problem? Where is it? Oh yeah, here. Okay, so let's start. Now, you have 4 observations. So your observations is 4. And, sorry, your sample size is 3. So meaning for every batch you had 3 observations for every batch. So time 1, time 2, and time 3. Then you were able to compute, or it was computed already, no? So what did the example do? He got the average per batch. per time and not per observation. Do you get that? So what we're doing is actually getting the average per time, per sample. The number of observations is just to be used in the table of SPC. Okay, so in this case, your double barred X now, guys, is actually the summation of all the X's, of all the averages per sample, and then it divide on how many sample size do we have, which is 3, no, in this case. So, or I'll just write that into general one, which is the sample size. What does that mean? Meaning to say, that is actually 15.875 plus 15.975 plus 15.9 divided by 3 sample size. Did we get that? Because what we're getting here yet is still, okay, all the values that we got here are still the bar R, bar X. It's just the mean per observation, not yet the double bar R. Bar X, lagi bar X, double barred X. So how much is this one, the double barred X? So if we are going to compute that, borrow calcu. So if you have calculators as well, please do compute. So how did they get the 15.875? That's 15.8 plus 16 plus 15.8 plus 15.9 divided by 4, right? So he got the average per batch. So this is 15.875 plus 15.975 plus 15.9 divided by 3. How much? Do you have the same answer? Is it 15.9167? Correct? Same tayo ng sagot.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, after that, you can now compute for the UCL, CL, and the LCL. So, by the way, we have to get the no. The R pa, no? R, double bar R. So, how do we get the range? We know that the range is actually computed as highest minus lowest value, correct? So, for time 1, your highest value is 16, and the second, the lowest value is 15.8. That's why it's 0.2. Did you get that? Then, for time 2, wait, I'll spotlight me. For time 2, that's 16.1 is the highest, and the lowest is 15.8. That's why it's 0.3. And then time 3, the highest is 16.0 and the lowest is 15.8. So that's why it's 0.2. Therefore, your range is, it's called bar R because you're getting the average of the ranges. Did you get that? So 0.2 plus 0.3 plus 0.2 divided by 3. So 0.2 plus 0.3 plus 0.2 divided by 3. That's your average. It's bar R is 0.2333. Okay? So that's your bar R. Now you can now make your UCL, CL, and LSL for both X and R charts. So let's make now the X chart. So what was the formula for the X chart? We have UCL is equal to double bar X plus A2 bar R. Correct? Now, the question now here is, where are we going to look at A2? So again, take note, the A2 is used, the 8 or the number that is important for us is going to be the number of observations and not the number of samples. The samples is just for the mean or the average. So in this case, A2 should be looked into the table. So let's go to the table. Can you see my slide? All right. So there, guys. Unsa gito, the eighth A2 is at 4 observations, correct? So we will not look at 3 because 3 is just a sample size. The observations is 4. So add to ta sa 4 and then A2. What's the value? Point. Say value, guys. Ang A2 at 4.
7.729.
Okay. So mo na siya nga atong gamiton for our here. So therefore, this is bar x. How much gani ang value sa bar x? That's 15.9167. Okay. Wala yan. 15.9167 plus 0.729, which is from the table, times your R, which is 0.233. How much ni, guys? Can you solve? Sige. So your UCL is do we have the same answer? 16.0868.
Yes, ma'am.
Sige, given
Parihara.
na ni. Parihara. Sige, given na ni. Ha? Let's check the given. CL, obviously CL is just the bar X, no? It's just equivalent to your double bar X, which is 15.9167. And for your LCL it's already minus this time. So double bar X minus A2 bar R. So it will be the same, 15.9167, but this time minus 0.729 times your R, which is 0.2333. Okay? So how much man ang imuhang bar X? So that's 15.7466. Okay? So that's your UCL, CL, and SCL now. What's the purpose of this one? No? What's the purpose of this CL, LCL, and CL? We are going to draw that into a chart. All right? Let's draw that into a chart. So, example we did a while ago, that is 15.8, 16.1. This was the example we showed a while ago. And then we were able to get, sakto ba? Lahilagyan itong double bar X. Wrong di itong double bar X. Wait lang. Na 0.7975 din ako. So, let me correct na lang this one. Dapat, it should be 15.95 ra, not 975. So, therefore, it should be 15.9083. Okay. Sakto ba? Basin ang given na to may wrong. Sakto man ang given, 16.0. Yeah. I think naka-mistake ko sa pagsuwat. And then, therefore, this should be 15.9083. Kulang di-correct ang ako ihatag na notes, ha. So, your UCL is 16.0784. And then your, of course, also your CL will change. Okay, 9083 also. And your, okay, here, it's 15.7382. Okay, 908. Oops. 738. Okay, correct na ni siya. So, what we're gonna do is really make the let's make the chart into like this. So, I will delete this one first. So, ako na din siyang kuandaan. Design daan. Okay, wait lang. Before we draw the eye, let's make the art chart first. So, let me go back para makaibaw mo how it was computed. So, let me share again from here. Okay. So, as for the art chart, saan to? Okay, as for the art chart, all right. For the art chart, UCL is equal to, sige, ito yung formula ni guys. D4, was it D4? Bar R? Sakto ba? From your notes. So therefore, we go back to the D4 at 4. So you go back here. D4 at 4 is capital D4 ha, because we have small letters also na D4. So please ari ra gyud sa capital nga D4. So that's 2 point at 4 observations, 2.282. So 2.282 times the bar R of 0.2333. Okay, so that is how we compute for the UCL of the art chart. So that's 2.2822 282 times 0.2333. That's 0.5324. Okay, and then of course your CL is just your bar R, which is 0.2333. Now your LCL is D3 bar R. So let's go back to the table. D3 at 4 is 0. No? So automatically, that's 0. Okay? So that's 0. 0 times 0.2333 is still 0. Okay? So that's your LCL. So these are our answers, no? This one. This one. And this one. Same goes with here. These are your answers. So I already corrected this one. Your UCL and your CL. Okay? Send a copy. Now, going back from here, that's why you have the following, that's why you have the following, no? So that's 5.325 lagi ha. Wala na akong gi-round off. Then 0.2233, okay, and 0. Now, let's make the 282, yeah. Okay. Let's make now the bar X or the X chart. Okay. So to make the X chart, actually, you just have to get the UCL. These are the important ones that will show, that should show. Okay. These two. And then you can plot all the observations, no? However, it might be complicated in your chart. That's why it's best na you get the average per batch, then that will be the one shown in the chart. So to do that, you just have to simply click this one,